welcome back to MagicGatheringStrat. I'm Farf. Yeah, okay, so I'm in the Modern Times player event, and let's just start. So I've been stuck with really old headset for a long while, so I haven't been able to record. The mic was basically like missing parts from it. The sound quality was really bad. It's probably not very good with this one. It's pretty cheap, but might work out. Yeah, I'm playing Grinding Station in Modern. So I don't think this deck is very... It's not like anything special, but it is very cheap, and I did get... Yeah, I went 4-2 in the... Well, it was a player event that was pretty big, with like, I don't know, maybe around 70 players, I think. Maybe less. It might just have been 50 something. But anyways, I went 16th because I won. Oh, probably take the real Smith. Or if he has removal, I guess he takes the locket. Well, yeah. None of these two are key, so that's fine. But yeah, I went 4-2, so 16th place, won 15 tickets with this deck, so I guess it's kinda competitive. It's okay. Let's say that, at least. It's a combo deck that can win. You can win on turn 3, sometimes, pretty often on turn 4. So, just that it can win on turn 3, I guess, is pretty good. But if you like these kind of decks, just play Storm. It's basically just better in almost all way. Yeah, always. Let's see. Okay. I don't think I want to sack it right now. I can't. There's nothing I can play. I don't have anything that can reduce the cost. But as I have a locket, I guess I'm gonna min myself, because yeah, locket does it so all the artifacts, well, all the spells, in my case artifacts, cost 1 less for all copies of it in the graveyard. So yeah, so therefore it's better to start with milling myself. But the win con is Grinding Station, so you mill them out. Hopefully I won't face like Red Green Tron today, because yeah, it's basically an unwinnable matchup unless I can beat down with Riddle Smiths and whatnot. So the chat isn't... I'm not sure if how it is in this client, but it used to be that you can still chat, see what's in chat and write in it, but be disconnected anyways. Okay. I guess I'll pause. Okay, I guess I can show you the deck. What is this? What? Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. That's something new, I think. Yeah, okay, we'll see if he reconnects. Yeah, so here it is. Okay. Yeah, right away you see kind of strange sideboard card. Yeah. Anyways, let's try to ignore that for now. Well, yeah, you can see it. You can, if you want to print screen or whatever. So I run 16 islands, used to run 14. I did have some issues, so I upped it to 16. And 4 Terrarians, basically just a bunch of artifacts that draws card. And, yeah, and then lockets, make them cheaper. Ethereum sculptors, Riddlesmiths, cycles, all artifacts. Basically they loot. All artifacts they like loot when you play them. Grinding station is a win con. Sacrifice an artifact. They mean 3 or I mean 3. And when an artifact enters the battlefield, it untaps if I want to. Let's see if he... no. Okay. Ichor Wellspring is probably the best. It's a card that draws 2 cards. Sometimes it can even cost 0 mana, which is pretty insane. So you can draw a ton of cards. Mirror Retriever is part of the combo. If you manage to like make the artifacts cost 0 somehow, like with 2 sculptors or having 1 in the grave and this and yeah, and then you just basically have 2 of them. So you return the other one, mill them for 3, then you play that one, mill them for 3 again, sack it, return the other one, so on. So if it costs 0 mana, you can loop it like that. And thought cost, basically cheap way to draw many cards. I'm not sure if this is better or Zero Missions, probably Zero Missions, but it's expensive and I sold a bunch of cards before, so yeah. Okay, he's reconnecting now. That's good. Sideboard is very minimalistic and also a very strange card, but yeah, I'm not sure what I really want, but Late Enough Anticipation is a ton of fun, at least. So it's Tormod's Crypt. They have helped against Storm. This deck can actually kinda raise Storm. Spell Pierce, I guess, fine against different decks. Rapid Hybridization, mostly for Eidolon of the Great Revel, the red burn thingy. Echoing Truth, there's a bunch of like Stony Silence, Rest in Peace and whatnot. So yeah, I have 4 of them. And Late Enough Anticipation. In theory, they're good against decks with counter spells, and also it's kind of funny because if you have this, you can basically have nothing out on the board. With this deck, if you have about 4 islands, maybe you can just, if you have like 2 Ethereum Sculptors or Locket or whatever, and you have this, you can just end of their turn, empty everything and just win end of turn, which is not very likely, but it is possible. No. Okay. Well, so I took the Riddlesmith anyway. So I guess I made myself on the turn. Oh, that's good. Okay, nice. Well, can't really do much here. Guess I can play another grinding station. Yeah, I'll play it because he could have another Inquisition or whatever. 9, so I'm guessing he's probably like just tokens. It's most likely deck, though he didn't have raised the alarm, which is nothing on turn 2, so I guess Lingering Souls now? Yeah, must be. Yep. So, Ichor Wellspring would be... yeah, okay. Called it. Normally I stack it so I draw a card first, but... yeah, I guess I should. I'm just lazy. So, let's see what I draw. Don't really need to, but it's nice to. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, yeah, here's the turn 4 win then, I guess. I'm just gonna sack one of them. It's kinda annoying. So if I didn't have the other Mirror Retriever in the grave, I could have just I could have played it for 1 mana and then milled myself and probably gotten the and just tried the loop for 1 mana. Play the every time I played the Mirror Retriever, I could mill 3, but I had to pay 1 then. Yeah, and then if I milled myself, I would probably hit a Mirror Retriever, and then it would cost 0. So. Well, I guess that doesn't really work, but say I didn't have an Ethereum Sculptor, I could have done that. If I had one in the grave and one in play. But otherwise I guess I could have fetched like Ichor Wellspring to draw 2 cards, which is also good. So. I guess this usually you should let the guy play the combo out, at least on Magic Online, because yeah, you might get to see more of their deck. Also get their clock down. In this case though, doesn't take very long, and I get to see his deck, and he doesn't get to see any new cards, so he should probably just concede. So it's a little annoying that his deck isn't really. Might just be some white-black rock type of deck, like just a mid-rangey control type. Who knows? Let's see what he's up to. So I like to do this one more time, just to get the Mirror Retriever into play first. Let's see. Sword, okay. Thoughtseize Background. Inquisition, Tidal Scholar. Smolder, okay. Yeah, he looks like just Ruined Halo, wow. Oh, that's... oh, so he actually had like unexpected game against me, like a potential to win game 1, which these decks don't usually have. I'm glad he didn't play one of those, because I could just name Grinding Station and well, yeah. So I guess I'm gonna side in the Echoing Truths. Yeah. So because of the locket, 4 offs are very important, and I think has a bunch of removals, so I guess Real Smith is one of the worst cards here. So I will take that out and submit. Yeah. I will also post the deck list on my Facebook site. It's basically just named Farf. Yeah. I don't have a ton of decks right now. I basically play Pauper. I play the play around events, I play Pauper. I guess I play Modern now. I haven't done that in a while. In Pauper I play a deck. It's eye candy basically, or whatever you call it. But instead of, I don't have any assault strobes, and I run 4 gush, which has it has been very good for me. And also, well, the sideboard isn't really done. And yeah, I play Heirloom. I am the host on the Saturday event. And, I just save all these decks. Save all the limited decks. This is the deck I play in Heirloom almost every week. And I have done so for a while now, because it's a little late with the rotation. Yeah. I guess I'm probably gonna record on Saturday. Sure, I can keep this. Late night of Saturday, yeah. That's not very unexpected. So it's got a ton of hate cards against me. White usually does have that. They're very bad against me in game 1, but game 2 and 3 is pretty harsh. Oh, okay, so you can't play anything. That's good for me. So I would normally I would probably just try to cycle this, but as I have the Thoughtcasts, hope it doesn't draw us Black Source and just doesn't take that. Well, if it only is gonna hit me for 2 damage each turn, I think I can find an answer to the ley line. Hopefully you shouldn't hear the Facebook bloops. Hopefully you don't. So I mean, these cards are annoying, but I can deal with them. But Rest in Peace is the really big problem. Okay. Okay, so he's having issues again. Oh boy. Oh wait, it was Skype, okay. I'm just gonna pause for a while. see if he comes back again. Okay. So, we're just talking about Heirloom format. Some guy that I usually play with. Player in events, I guess. I have playtested some with him. Okay, so there's Locket, that's good. Okay, another. Okay. Well, I mean, if he doesn't draw like Rest in Peace, I'm gonna be able to find it, I think. This is okay. So already I already have the win here. I just need to draw Echoing Truth. Oh boy. Okay, so I drew that, unfortunately. So Rest in Peace also like disables the draw of these cards because it has to be put into the graveyard. Oh, that's not as bad. it's still really bad, but yeah. Come on, echoing truth. Nope. Alright. Another mirror trigger, okay. So I need echoing truth pretty badly here. Hopefully it doesn't have rest in peace too. That would be pretty devastating. Oh, there's the echoing truth, nice. Don't need to show him that yet, I don't think. Yeah, they don't do anything right now. I think I'm gonna echoing truth the Stony Silence end of turn. Yeah, that sounds... because I can draw so many cards, I'm probably gonna find the, another echoing truth. Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't give me a choice, so let's do that. Hopefully it doesn't have another white source, because that would be bad. So here, no idea what is taking Mirror Trigger. I'm guessing. Unfortunately, I have to mill myself, which increases the chance that I mill Echoing Truth, which I don't really want to do. I have 3 more, but I'd like to avoid it, if possible. So I can, if it doesn't take a Mirror Trigger, I can use one of them to get back, like, Eco Wellspring and draw a bunch of cards. Let's see how that goes. Oh, it took Conjurer's Bauble. Wow. That's... yeah, okay. I mean, maybe I should include like Ghost Quarters or something to shuffle back the cards I put on the bottom, but these really just cycle now. Yeah, because I basically never get back the card unless I draw the last card in my deck, I guess. Okay, so yeah, I think I have to go for something here. Don't mill Echoing Truth, please. Oh, okay, so that's good. There's that. Draw that. Yes. Okay. I suppose I will mill myself. There's a Thought Cost. Okay, so I have the Echoing Truths still in the deck. This is pretty scary. Okay, let's try. I'm not gonna... oh, that actually cost mana. Oh, there's the... okay, so now I win. Well, it was... if he had a better draw, he would have won, but yeah, it doesn't really work out when it only have the colorless thingamajigs. Colorless mana, I guess. That's what it is, yeah. So, loop again. Okay, I need to make the hand smaller because this is kind of annoying. Play this one. Rest in Peace is by far the hardest card to play against, because yeah, like basically it's only Chromatic Sphere, Conjurer's Bubble, and I think that's it. I guess Ichor Wellspring still draws when it enters the battlefield, so those are the cards that still draw. Oh, and of course what's his face? The Smith guy. I can't remember what he's called even. Oh, the human guy, 2/1 that either that or Thoughtcast. Those also still work with the Rest in Peace out. Stony Silence is annoying, but yeah, I guess Stony Silence is also pretty hard to play against, but at least it does Rest in Peace, it exiles the grave, and if you have already comboed a bit, it makes it very hard to win after that. So, oh well, I guess I won with a dirt cheap deck. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for watching, and this was just the first round of the play round event. Depending on how good it goes, I guess I'll play 3 more.